Welcome to the Disruptive Franchise Podcast with me, your host, Stacey Cann. I am the Franchise Strategist and I also run the Disruptive Franchise Awards. This podcast is a whole sneaky peek behind the curtain of all of the Disruptive Franchise finalists and winners. I want you to know what happened in their entries that got them to be a finalist or a winner. Now, I don't know about you, but I find it really frustrating when I go to an award ceremony and somebody wins an award or is a finalist. Now, clearly, they have been amazing at what they've done. They've put in an amazing award entry. But the bit that I find really frustrating is not knowing why they won the award. It's all very well announcing the award and such is the winner, but why? I want to know why they won that award. What are they doing that I can learn from? And so this podcast is going to teach you guys and tell you all about what's happening in the franchise world from the horse's mouth, literally. We're going to have loads of amazing franchisors and franchisees come onto the podcast as guests and take a peek behind their business story. Why did they start a franchise? What innovation have they used? What are they looking at for the future in terms of their franchise? And what do they think about the industry itself? Now, this podcast is going to be perfect for you if you work in the franchise industry already. So if you're a franchisor or a franchisee or somebody who works with either of those, it's also going to be a fantastic resource for you if you are thinking about franchising your business. It's really hard sometimes to understand what goes on in those inner workings, and sometimes we don't know the right people to ask. So I'm going to put it all out to air on this podcast. In my solo episodes on this podcast, I'm going to be talking to you about different trends and different things that are working across my client base within franchising, but also what I'm noticing in the industry. What I also love to do is take things from outside of the industry and look at how we can apply them in the franchise industry to help everybody grow. There's no gatekeeping here. I'm going to put it all in. So if you are listening, what kind of things are you going to get? Well, I'm going to lift the lid on which franchisor secretly would love to be a children's TV presenter. I'm also going to be talking about work-life balance with various franchisors and telling you the story of how a solicitor came to be an amazing sleep consultant. We've got it all here. We're also going to delve into the realms of things like sport and how that translates and how people learn. I'm going to be talking about what people would do if they couldn't fail. Now, this is one of my favourite questions to obsess over because we are so afraid of failing sometimes that it stops us from actually taking action. I'm going to be talking to really brave franchisors who put those dreams in action regardless of whether they thought they could fail or not. And I'm also going to be asking every single one of my guests what they would do if they couldn't fail. And trust me, you're going to want to hear some of these answers. I have been absolutely blown away by what people have said that they would do if they couldn't fail. It's all going to be right here on the Disruptive Franchise Podcast. So do join us for our weekly episodes. Make sure that you subscribe so that you can be alerted every single time we have an episode. And once you've started listening to the episodes, please do drop us a review. I would love to see your thoughts on how you're enjoying the episodes. Can't wait to share these with you. You are gonna love it.